There is a world that pulses quietly beneath the dazzling runways of Paris, Milan, London, and New York, a world that rarely graces the spotlight, yet forms the very heartbeat of luxury fashion. Beyond couture shows, glossy storefronts, and influencer photos lies a tapestry of centuries-old techniques, patient hands, and time-honored rituals practiced by artisans whose dedication brings the dreams of designers to life. These rituals, intimate yet profound, are not esoteric secrets but enduring traditions rooted in patience, precision, and profound respect for material. In an era dominated by speed and mass manufacturing, these artisans stand as living bridges to a rich history where luxury was defined by how something was made, not merely what was made. They are the reason houses like Hermès, Chanel, Dior, Louis Vuitton, Cartier, and others, some stretching back nearly 2 centuries, continue to represent not only aesthetic excellence but human mastery in motion. Luxury fashion, at its core, is inseparable from human skill, not simulated, not automated, but handmade. The artisan's ritual begins long before the finished product reaches a boutique shelf. It lives in the measured selection of materials, the confidence in every stitch, and the invisible dialogue between maker and medium. These practices are passed down over years, sometimes decades, and are taught with reverence and patience. This commitment to craft defines the difference between garments, bags, and jewelry that are merely produced and those that are truly made. It is why venerable houses still invest in rituals that elevate everyday creation into art. Few names in fashion embody artisanal devotion as profoundly as Hermès. Born in Paris in 1837 out of a harnessmaker's workshop, Hermès grew from equestrian roots into a global beacon of refined craftsmanship. Today, despite reporting multi-billion euro revenues, the house chooses slow production rather than accelerated scaling, a rare decision among modern luxury brands. At the heart of this approach is something deceptively simple yet remarkably steadfast. Each Hermès piece, most famously the Birkin and Kelly bags, is crafted by a single artisan from start to finish. This one artisan, one bag tradition means that every curve, seam, and nuance reflects the intentional hand of a unique maker. A Birkin or Kelly is not a quick travail. It can require 15 to 24 hours of meticulous work, sometimes more depending on the complexity of materials and detail. This is not an assembly line. It is a conversation between craftsperson and material, where saddle stitching, edge finishing, and hardware installation unfold with timeless precision. Hermès artisans do not arrive fully formed. Most undergo months to years of specialized training before being entrusted with leatherwork at this level, nurturing not only technique but a philosophy of care. In the atelier, traditional tools like awls, needles, and waxed linen threads are extensions of the craftsperson's intent, not relics of the past. This ritual of singular creation honors the notion that craft transcends commerce, and that the most profound luxury is time itself. For Chanel, artistry is never an afterthought. While the brand's name is often associated with iconic tweed jackets and quilted handbags, it carries an entire ecosystem of artisanal workshops known collectively as the métiers d'art. These ateliers, brought together under a dedicated subsidiary called Perfection, embody a philosophy that craftsmanship is not ancillary but central to couture's soul. Founded in 1997 to preserve and promote specialized craft skills, Perfection supports embroiderers, featherworkers, pleaters, shoemakers, hatters, and milliners whose collective expertise transcends generations. Take the legendary embroidery houses like Lesage, whose needlework tells stories in silk and thread. Their artisans manipulate thousands of threads to create intricate motifs, flowers, geometric patterns, even miniature landscapes, each reflecting a lineage of technique and imagination that machines cannot replicate. Other ateliers under this umbrella, such as Montex, Goussens, and Casse, contribute distinct tactile languages that amplify Chanel's designs. Every camellia petal assembled by hand and every glove molded on a heated form is a testament to ritualized skill refined over time. These craftspeople preserve technique and stories, living legacies woven into every collection. Across the Seine, Dior approaches craftsmanship with a practice rooted in couture precision and enriched by global collaboration. The house's ateliers thrive on rituals that emphasize both heritage techniques and cultural exchange. In recent seasons, Dior's collections have incorporated hand-woven textiles and artisan techniques from regions such as Morocco and India, integrating hand-woven panels and traditional hand-painted fabrics into modern couture silhouettes. These practices are not fleeting trends but ongoing dialogues, respectful, reciprocal, and creative. They embody a ritual of cultural collaboration, where ancient craft languages from across the world are welcomed into haute couture's evolving narrative. This approach reflects a broader evolution in fashion. Artisans are not only preservers of the old but active participants in the creation of the new. Louis Vuitton stands as another titan where artisanal ritual is woven into the brand's very DNA. Born in 1854 from the vision of a Parisian trunk maker, the Maison's heritage emerged from custom luggage crafted by hand to endure global travel. Today, Louis Vuitton's ateliers continue to uphold this legacy with meticulous care. While techniques have expanded to include leather goods, handbags, and accessories, the ethos remains the same: mastery through patience and precision. Much of Louis Vuitton's craft still reflects the foundational principles of trunk making: sturdy structure, enduring materials, and the discipline of handwork. Artisans often participate in lengthy creation processes involving hundreds of handcrafted steps, uniting form and function. The traditional workshops in places like Asnières-sur-Seine remain vibrant centers of craft where poplar wood, canvas, leather, and metal are shaped with both modern insight and deep respect for heritage techniques. For Louis Vuitton, craftsmanship is not just about producing iconic pieces like the Speedy or Neverfull. It is about preserving the spirit of travel that first defined the house, a legacy still carried forward stitch by stitch, curve by curve. Fashion's artistry extends beyond fabrics and leathers to the luminous world of high jewelry. Cartier stands as a leader here, where rituals of gem cutting, setting, filigree, and watchmaking are cherished with the same reverence as textile craft. At the heart of Cartier's approach is the Cartier Jewellery Institute, established in 2002, dedicated to the continuous training of artisans and the preservation of jewelry-making crafts. This institution offers tailored programs that nurture nearly 500 people annually: apprentices, designers, and seasoned makers alike, ensuring that skills such as stone carving, micro-engraving, and polishing are not lost to time. Cartier's ritual of transmission goes beyond training. It celebrates the dialogue between young talent and master artisans, keeping age-old savoir-faire vibrant and evolving. This fusion of tradition and innovation allows Cartier pieces not just to dazzle but also to speak, narrating centuries of craft through every delicate cut and shimmering set gemstone. While Paris and Europe have long been considered centers of haute craft, the tapestry of artisan rituals spans much further. From the hand-embroidered textiles of India and Pakistan to weaving traditions in Africa and East Asia, these global crafts enrich the fashion world's vocabulary. Techniques such as Zardozi, practiced in India for centuries, find their expression in contemporary haute couture, bringing regional heritage into conversations on the world stage. When luxury houses collaborate, genuinely honoring origin, technique, and community, they do more than embellish a garment. They celebrate living traditions and the people who sustain them. In an era where speed often eclipses depth, these rituals remind us that time itself is luxury. Artisans are not relics of the past, they are vital custodians of techniques that give meaning to creation. Their practices resist haste, inviting us to slow down and appreciate the story behind every exquisite piece, a story told through texture, form, and the subtle imperfection of human touch. Luxury fashion houses increasingly recognize that their true value lies not only in iconic logos but in the silent rhythm of craftsmanship, the interlocked threads, polished edges, and deliberate pace that transform material into legacy. At the end of the day, the hidden rituals of artisans, from Hermès leather ateliers to Chanel's embroidery houses, from Dior's global collaborations to Cartier's jewelry sanctuaries, are more than techniques. They are living legacies. They embody devotion, continuity, and respect for tradition. These rituals are not cloaked in secrecy. They are present in every stitch, every weave, and every polished surface, waiting to be discovered by those who look beyond runway lights and brand names. In every crafted detail, craftsmanship whispers an invitation to appreciate not just what fashion looks like, but how it came to be. And that, perhaps, is the most timeless luxury of all.